The transformation of the Philippine Navy isn't happening in dramatic flashes or big announcements. There are no sudden reveals, no single moment that defines this shift. Instead, it's happening quietly, methodically, almost deliberately out of the public eye. Yet, beneath this calm surface, something significant is taking shape. The offshore patrol fleet of the Philippine Navy is steadily evolving, and with each new development, the outline of a more capable, more resilient maritime force becomes clearer. What we are witnessing is not just about buying new ships, it's the careful construction of a long-term naval strategy. One that looks beyond immediate needs and toward future challenges in an increasingly contested maritime environment. As modernization efforts progress under Horizon 2 and begin to transition toward Horizon 3, the Navy's direction is becoming more defined. The focus is shifting from simply restoring lost capabilities to building platforms that can grow, adapt, and remain relevant for decades. And at the center of this evolution is a class of ships that, at first glance, may appear modest, but in reality carry strategic weight far beyond their outward appearance. Another key development is now unfolding with the Rajah Sulayman-class offshore patrol vessels. According to program details linked to the acquisition of a Towed Array Sonar System, commonly known as TASS, additional Rajah Sulayman-class OPVs are expected to be delivered by Hyundai Heavy Industries within the year. If this schedule holds, it would mean that 3 offshore patrol vessels from the same class will enter Philippine Navy service in 2026 alone. That delivery timeline is more than just a logistical milestone. It represents momentum. It signals that a complex shipbuilding program has moved beyond its initial hurdles and into a phase of predictable, sustained output. For a Navy that has spent decades dealing with delayed projects, aging platforms, and uneven capability gaps, this consistency matters. But the significance of these ships goes well beyond numbers. These are not simple patrol vessels designed only to wave the flag or chase illegal fishing boats. From the outset, the Rajah Sulayman-class has been envisioned as something more, a platform designed with the future in mind. Capable of evolving from maritime security duties into roles that touch the edges of true warfighting capability. And nowhere is this more evident than in the undersea domain. Under the terms for the TASS acquisition, each of the 3 designated sonar-capable units must complete comprehensive acceptance testing. Crucially, these requirements apply across all 6 ships in the Rajah Sulayman-class program, not just the ones initially earmarked to receive the sonar systems. This detail may seem technical, even minor, but in naval planning, it is anything but. By enforcing common standards across the entire class, the Philippine Navy is ensuring fleet-wide compatibility from the very beginning. Every ship is built to the same baseline. Every hull is structurally and electrically prepared. Every crew pipeline, maintenance process, and training syllabus can be standardized. From a force development perspective, this is a textbook example of incremental modernization done right. Rather than rushing to field fully equipped combatants all at once, costly and risky approach, the Navy is laying the groundwork first. The platforms come online ready. The systems follow when funding, doctrine, and strategic conditions align. This method simplifies logistics, reduces long-term costs, and keeps options open. As of now, reporting indicates that 2 more Rajah Sulayman-class OPVs are expected to arrive within the year, bringing the total number of deliveries in 2026 to 3. This tempo strongly suggests that Hyundai Heavy Industries has passed the program early learning curve and is now operating within a stable production rhythm. For the Philippine Navy, this predictability is invaluable. Each new vessel helps close long-standing gaps left by the retirement of older patrol asset ships that served well beyond their intended lifespans. Each delivery strengthens maritime domain awareness, increases presence patrols, and reinforces sovereignty enforcement across one of the largest exclusive economic zones in Southeast Asia. But again, presence is only part of the story. What truly elevates the Rajah Sulayman class is the deliberate choice to design all 6 ships with provisions for advanced sonar integration. While current plans indicate that only 3 vessels will receive towed array sonar systems in the near term, the fact that the entire class is pre-fitted for such capability cannot be overstated. This is a quiet but powerful design decision. Towed array sonar dramatically extends a ship's ability to detect and track submarines at long range. Unlike hull-mounted systems, which are limited by ship noise and water conditions, a towed array operates at a distance behind the vessel, allowing for clearer acoustic detectionness in complex environments. And few environments are more complex than the waters surrounding the Philippine archipelago. The Philippine Sea and the West Philippine Sea present unique acoustic challenges. Shallow waters, uneven seabeds, temperature layers, and heavy commercial traffic all complicate underwater detection. In such conditions, submarines can exploit terrain and ambient noise to remain hidden. For a Navy operating in this environment, effective undersea awareness is not a luxury, it is a necessity. A towed array sonar transforms an offshore patrol vessel from a surface presence platform into a node within a broader undersea surveillance network. It allows the Navy to monitor strategic sea lanes, protect critical approaches, and contribute meaningfully to Allied maritime awareness efforts. According to available reports, the final 3 ships in the Rajah Sulayman class are the most likely candidates to receive TASS upon delivery. These vessels are believed to include BRP Datu Marikodo and BRP Datu Sikatuna, though the Navy has not formally confirmed the final allocation. Naval analysts suggest that installing sonar systems on the later hulls reflects a logical sequencing strategy. Early ships allow the Navy to build familiarity with the platform itself, its handling, maintenance needs, and operational rhythms. Later ships then integrate more complex combat systems once crews, support infrastructure, and doctrine have matured. If this approach holds, it demonstrates a Navy that is not simply buying hardware, but actively shaping a learning organization. The full lineup of the class reinforces this intent. Alongside the lead ship, the remaining vessels will carry names drawn from figures deeply rooted in Philippine history: BRP Rajah Lakandula, BRP Rajah Humabon, BRP Sultan Kudarat, BRP Datu Marikudo, and BRP Datu Sikatuna. These are not arbitrary choices. Each name evokes leadership, resistance, diplomacy, and sovereignty qualities that mirror the missions these ships are expected to perform in modern times. Taken together, the Rajah Sulayman-class program reflects a broader shift in Philippine defense planning. Rather than chasing prestige platforms or headline-grabbing systems, the focus is on scalable capability, on modular growth, on building a fleet that can adapt as threats evolve. This approach may not dominate headlines like fighter jets or missile systems, but it is precisely this kind of disciplined, long-term investment that builds real, sustainable naval power. These ships are not just patrol vessels, they are stepping stones. They represent a Navy preparing itself not for one scenario, not for one crisis, but for a future where maritime security, deterrence, and regional stability are increasingly intertwined. As the Rajah Sulayman-class continues to take shape, one thing becomes increasingly clear. The Philippine Navy is no longer merely reacting to its environment. It is planning for it. And in the quiet passage of steel hulls from shipyard to service, a more capable, more adaptively and more confident maritime force is steadily emerging. This has been Bion Watchdog, tracking the real story behind Philippine defense modernization. If you found this analysis informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth updates on naval development, regional security, and the future of Philippine defense. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.